Hello and welcome to this short video on public workshops in Fallout 76. Now there are 22 workshops on the map, and these offer quite a large build area and also access to various mineral pits and other resources. So a typical workshop would let you mine lead or aluminium, crystal, etc. There's various resources they offer. Some give you food, others ammunition. Now, I don't really rate public workshops as good sources for minerals such as lead or iron, etc. You can get a lot of this stuff just by picking up junk and scrapping it. But what public workshops are really good for is a source of plans, and you also get other goodies like Stimpacks, Radaway, diluted Radaway, Rad-X, things like that. Useful drugs. Now you'll be able to find maps online that show you where all the public workshops are, but if you're just running around exploring, the game will actually tell you when you're near to one, and it'll actually put a quest on your screen saying to claim the local workshop. And also, if you look at the compass bar at the bottom, you'll see the icon, the circular icon for a workshop appear on your screen. Yes, so the quest to claim this workshop has just appeared on the screen here. And the first thing you have to do is go around and clear out all the local enemies. In this case, it seems to be just scorched. So we'll just hoover up these guys. Yeah, in playing Fallout 76, I collected most of my plans by taking over public workshops and also defending them, so you get rewards for the initial takeover and any subsequent defense mission you undertake. Right, so we've discovered the Federal Disposal Field. This looks like a fairly small facility, so it should be quite easy to find the workbench itself. Some sites are really big. Wade Airport is massive, and it took me ages to find the workbench in that place. I was running around for, I think, literally hours looking for it. Yeah, most workbenches are out in the open at ground level, but some are indoors and a few are elevated. So if you can't find it outside, you might have to search all the buildings, unfortunately. It can be quite hard work clearing out some of these sites. I recently had to fight a mass of super mutants to take over a public workbench. In other cases, it might just be a handful of ghouls. It could be anywhere in between, really. And here it is. And all workshops look like this. So what we're going to do is try and activate it. But no, it's saying it can't be claimed or there are enemies nearby. So that means it's either scorched or something else. So we do a quick VATS, and oh yeah, and it's a glowing snallygaster that we've got to get rid of. Right, so let's soften him up with a few grenades. So you can only claim a workshop once all the local enemies are cleared, and the game will tell you what needs to be done, and it'll also put down quest markers for any enemies that are running about the place that you can't find. So if it's still telling you that there are enemies to be found, just look at the bottom compass bar, and you should see diamond-shaped quest markers for the remaining enemies. Right, so that's the snallygaster taken care of, so we can just loot his body and then go and claim the workshop. So we're fairly confident everything's been cleared out. So we press X to claim, and it tells us that we've got to spend a little bit of money claiming the workshop, and also that other players who come along might want to take it over and engage in some PvP with us. Now it's important that while you're claiming the workshop that you don't step outside of this area here. You've got to wait for that little antenna array to get right to the top before it's claimed. And if you leave this small area before that happens, then the process reverses itself. So it's now telling us we've claimed the workshop, and we can now use it to build. And these are our boards. Nothing very exciting, unfortunately. And really the first thing you want to do is put up some turrets. Because normally, very soon after you've claimed a workshop, you'll get a quest to defend it. So run around the place putting turrets here and there. Try not to put them on the ground, otherwise things like mole rats can get to them more easily. Try and put them somewhere up high. I mean, they'll still be vulnerable to anything with a gun. Well, that can spit like an angler, but it's better than nothing. You'll see on the right hand side it's listing all the items needed to make that turret in green. And while that is in green, all those resources are actually coming from the workshop. So you're not using any of your own resources at this stage. However, if they turn grey, that would mean that the resources are actually coming from your own stash. At which point you'd probably want to stop doing that. So I normally put up about half a dozen turrets. And any attack will be focused on the workshop itself, so have that at the centre of your defences. Now if you decide that you want to take over an already claimed workshop, then the job's a little bit harder. What you have to do is go to the workshop, claim it again, but this time you have to wait for that antenna array to go all the way down to unclaim it from the other player, and then to go all the way up to claim it for yourself. And within that time, any turrets that have been placed around the place are going to be hostile to you. And having the array come all the way down and all the way up again also gives the other player a chance to fast travel back to the workshop and fight you. Right, so the event has started. Defend the Federal Disposal Field. And typically this will happen after you take over any new workshop. A minute or two later you'll get a defend event. And it's always useful to do it because you get more rewards from that as well. Another advantage of taking over a public workshop is the fact that you get free fast travel to it. And you can also take over more than one workshop at once. So if you've got a little network of them, you can actually just fast travel for nothing between them. On the top right hand corner we've got a little countdown telling us how far away the attack is. And you normally get about a minute and a half to actually prepare your defences, but we've done that already, so we can just stand around and wait for it. Right, so the attack's begun. And it's just a bunch of little liberators, so they're not going to be too much problem. And you'll normally get a number of waves of enemies. Sometimes it's just one wave, other times it might be 3, 4, 5. And enemies that attack you can be quite dangerous sometimes, but most of these defend events are quite easy really. So this is my normal pattern. I'll take over a workshop, defend it once and then be on my way. But if I really did want to extract resources from this place, I could either go around just manually picking stuff up, or I could build some extractors, which are automated mining machines that pull stuff out of the ground for you. The only problem there is that you have to build the extractor and then build generators to power them, and they work quite slowly, unfortunately. So it's really not worth setting up extractors if you're not going to be here for a good couple of hours. Yeah, occasionally the enemies will hold back and will be scattered about the place, but you just have to hunt them down in those instances. And the bar at the top right will tell you how many enemies roughly you've got remaining. And he was the last one. He was the final liberator of Wave 2. So that is the event done. We've successfully defended the Federal Disposal Field. And as usual we get some more rewards, which usually includes a plan. So well worth doing. So as I said, now if I wanted to extract some resources from this place, I could go around setting up extractors. But I'm just going to have a quick loot and then clear off. But I hope you found that useful. I hope you'll come back for some more. And until I see you again, I'll say goodbye. Okay, cheerio.